So as you all know by now, this is the engine from my green Pontiac and it's a bit broken. So it's been leaking and that's kind of the least of its problems. And the main thing is there's a bit of a knock and the head gasket has gone. Now the knock only comes at full temperature along with oil pressure light flickering, so I'm pretty sure that we need a new oil pump. What I need to do today is start stripping this thing down, find out what else it needs. I'm going to make a big list, order the parts from a company called Rock Auto, who actually aren't too bad. They tend, if I order parts today, they'll probably be here within a week, from America. And I have done a bit of Googling because I was a bit afraid this engine is not the most common thing in the UK. And parts seem to be readily available. As long as I don't find anything horrific, I'm quite happy ploughing a bit of money into this. And obviously while it's apart, we're going to tart it up. It will be painted in a scheme of my Pontiac green, so pretty bright, and black, so it will match the rest of the car. And yeah, all being well, we can get this thing repaired and I don't have to try and find some money to put something different in it. Okay, so the problem we've got now, one thing I need to add to my list, I don't know if you can hear that, the water pump bearings seem to be a bit shot. So I'm going to go grab my whiteboard that I think is buried in the corner and start making a list. I don't think a water pump's going to be very expensive anyway. But as far as the front end's concerned, yeah, you know what, no, I'm going to pull the whole lot off. So I've got water pump next, the crank pulley. I don't know if I'll be able to get that off. I might need a puller for that, which will be over the other side. The water pump is in two halves. I don't know if you can see that. You've got this rear half, the aluminium bit, and the painted blue bit is the front part. So some of these bolts go all the way through, one of which I had to take out earlier to get one of the brackets off here. I'm going to remove this fuel pipe because I think that's going to get in our way. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get, so yeah, crank pulley, water pump, and then we can start with the inlet manifold. Wow, now we're looking like we're pulling an engine apart. So, I've obviously got to replace some bits, so you can see how this is a water outlet for the back of this cylinder head, and it's been seen better days. And that, I think, is just a breather. So again, it looks pretty shit, so we'll replace that. Next thing is going to be valve covers, rocker covers, whatever you want to call them. Now these I'm actually going to be replacing because they look good. I like the chrome. As you can see, they've seen better days. I could get them re-chromed, but I can't imagine they're very expensive. Famous last words. But I would quite like some different ones on there. Cylinder heads are going to have to be repaired because I know for a fact, I think it's this is one of them. The threads for the 4 screws for the valve covers are fucked, and there's a few of them. So that's one of the oil leaks has been coming from there, so I've been getting smoke coming from it. That will probably be a later video. I have what they call a helicoil kit, and I love the bloody things. They're brilliant. They're no good for structural stuff. They probably would be, to be honest. They are pretty strong, but I wouldn't want to trust it with structural stuff. But something like this would be brilliant. There's looks like there's just 2 screws holding this plate in, and then we can get a good look inside. And I'll take the covers off. Right, the cylinder head is off. And again, there's not really anything majorly pointing out that the head gasket has failed. It could just be old age, I suppose. But yeah, there's still other things we could find yet. So we will keep hunting. As you can see, the cylinders on this side, I'll just put the light on. The cylinders are pretty much the same. This one doesn't look too bad. You can actually see a bit shiny at the bottom there. Same with that one. So this side definitely doesn't look as carboned up, but rings nice and shiny. We will probably pull the pistons out and look at them in a later video. Cylinder head again. Waterways look pretty shit. There is a mark across there. So yeah, and that is weird. That is very strange. Why have I got one valve that's white? So it's a bit of investigating. That would explain. That would suggest that that's. Which one is that? That would suggest head gasket failure. That's this cylinder, and again it's fairly clean up there. Well, I say head gasket failure. That would explain water being burnt. But it's only the one valve, which again is strange. So the push rods, actually, here they are. I will probably just replace these anyway, because a lot of them have got rust on them. And although that won't affect the operation of it, because that was in a part that doesn't make contact with anything, it would just be good to replace. And they're not expensive. I think the set I found was like 20 quid. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see the rest of this build, strip down and then build with nice new shiny bits. And yeah, I have, if anyone hasn't noticed, I've brought the midget in as well. I'm refitting a tonneau cover. I bought this one. This is an aftermarket one. Did that because I wanted to make sure it fits the seats, which is weird because I have new seats to fit. They are from the MGF I took the engine out of, which I've also got to fit in this, but that won't be just yet. So yeah, I've got a few bits and pieces going on with this. That's not mine. Again, if you want to see news updates on this is also not mine. This is a friend's, which we are restoring very, very slowly. And now that he works for me, I'm hoping it gets done a bit quicker. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.